like I say, a lot of times, I mean, I did things. I tried to help the common person also get finances and stuff like that. And I gave away some factories and did some other things, and also allowed some groups to take over factories and all kinds of other stuff. And like I say, some old factories or whatever, and even orphanages and stuff like that. Like I said, when I couldn't go somewhere, I'd be like, I can't go, so you're going to have to. So because I talked to a couple people verbally, and I said, well, here's the thing, I can't go there, so you're going to have to go there for me. So, and so, like I say, that's why there's all these missions, and these missions are like basically me sending my people directly. Like I said, I sent a lot of people directly there, and they would be given clothes and food and stuff and money to go do what I wanted them to do. And they would go there and they'd find out the situation, and then act accordingly, as they say. A lot of British people would there's a lot of British people that would say the same thing. We went there, we blah blah blah, and we acted accordingly. So anyway, not very very specific about exactly what they were doing, but sometimes it was situations or people that and then later on, like I say, my people just knew what I would want. They knew how I felt. Like I said, my people know how I feel. My life forms know how I feel. They know what I would do. And later on, I also told people too, I said, well, once you understand how I feel and how I would act, you can act for me, and stuff like that. So a lot of my people knew what I would be doing, or what, how I would be dealing with certain situations, and then they would deal with it. Like I said, there's only one Lucifer star. There's only one. There's only one me, and there's only one Lucifer star group, really. Basically, kind of. Well, I mean, we kind of broken up, I guess, a little bit. But like I say, um, my people, you know, as they generations and generations and generations, they knew about their leader and they knew about their creator. They knew about. Like I said, I still exist. I'm. Like I said, that's where the whole creator thing comes from. It's me, Lucifer star. So anyway, like I said, a lot of people also under duress or torture were like, "We work for Lucifer star," and it's like, you know, because there were people that were directly working for me, Lucifer star. So I said I had some mercenaries and some other people and a lot of other people, a lot of groups. Like I said, probably like I estimated like somewhere back in time, I estimated about 1/3 to 2/3 of the world's population was employed in either my factories or by one of my people or something like that. So, it was world control basically. It's like, well, I had, and with world control, you have to feed the world, and it was kind of like one of those things too. I wanted to feed all those people that were, like there was a lot of pictures, there was a lot of film, there was a lot of things that I saw that my people saw, where people were suffering. We could do something. We could make a difference. Lucifer Starline Group could always make a difference. So we did. You know, Wherever we went, we made a difference. So anyway, sometimes Irishmen were ramming blockades. Like I said, certain people would blockade our harbor or something like that, where we're delivering food or something like that. It'd be like, no, you can't, blah blah blah. It's like, oh yeah, yes we can. Anyway, eventually, blah blah blah. So, like I said, my big old ship, the Bismarck, 15-inch hull. It was like 15 or 18-inch hull, or 20-inch. I don't know. It was a lot of steel. It had to be. It had to be hot rolled or whatever. Hot whatever. Like it was a single pour that made the hull. That's why they called it the Beast, because it didn't turn. It didn't stop. It just kind of went. Like I said, they clocked it one time. They went tick tick tick. Okay, shut off the power. Tick 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 tick. It took 35 to 45 minutes before it even lost a peg without the engine on. In normal seas, in normal waving, in high seas or normal seas, or something like that. Like it wasn't just glass smooth, whatever. Like it was normal conditions. Like it took 35 to 45 minutes to even lose a point or whatever. So it was a massively heavy, massively thick hull. And anyway, though, so They eventually cut it up, I think, or something like that. I only built 4 of them, or something like that. But yeah, and it was like a third of my value or a quarter of my value or something like that, my money. It took a lot of steel to do that. So, but yeah, it was a massively wonderful ship. They kept on saying the Bismarck broke up or the Bismarck fell apart. Or it's like, I don't think so. It was too thick. It was too strong. It did not break up. And there might have been the Bismarck II or something like that, actually, that you people know about. Like I said, my Irish crew would run blockades with that thing, run over landmines with that thing. You could set off a nuke underneath it, and it would barely even phase it. It might move it like 20 feet. Like it's a compressive wave that would actually be the danger, you know, than the actual explosion itself. You know, it might just crinkle the ship a little bit. Like I said, it was a lot of my ships were damn near impossible to actually just hurt. They were almost indestructible. Like, that's another Lucifer Star thing. I actually almost had indestructible ships. Sea ships anyway. So, like, you couldn't hurt them. So, anyway, yeah. Like I said, my Irish people would laugh, and it was like, ping, 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 as people shot at some of my ships. Like, ding, 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 ding. Like, could you stop shooting? I can't hear anymore. Like, that's a big one. You know, like a lot of people would, like I said, they would remark about my ships and stuff like that. Like, I had some really awesome ships. I had some really thick ships. So, anyway, they were really heavy, and anyway, though. And I used them for special occasions. It's like, what's that ship for? Special occasions. I had a few ships that I kept around and just used for special occasions. But anyway, whatever. You know, like I say, Adolf Hitler, 4 Adolf Hitlers would come along. You know, a lot of things would happen. You know, and people decide and make their own decisions. So anyway, it's like, yeah, whatever. Everybody made their own decisions and stuff like that, and for the most part, it was okay. Like, it didn't really matter. So we stuck together. We stayed as a family. Like I said, even during the horrible Adolf Hitler times, or German or whatever, Third Reich or swastika Nazi people, like, you know, a lot of Germans were saved. You know, we evacuated a lot of people. All my people got out. Like I said, that's one of the things too, is my people always evacuated first. So, but we still tried to get anyone else that's a civilian out. So, anyway, or whatever. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a complicated history. Like I say, at one point in time, Stalin bombed one of my places trying to kill me or trying to get me or something like that. It's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Like I say, a lot of things happened. And there's time travel, there's space travel, there's all kinds of things. So, you know, it's very much biblical and over thousands of years. Which is why when Rodney or other people are like, it's like, yeah, I'm just not even going to talk to you. I'm just not even going to, it's like, look, this is basically the way I perceive it, the way I think it is. You know, all those films of everything, it's Starline Group or Star Group or whatever. Even probably the plus on Germany. Like if there's a film of it, it's probably one of my things. It's probably Star. Anyway, there are lots of other epically bad people in the world. Like, there are other people built tanks, other people built battleships, other people had nuclear bombs, other people had aircraft. I just invented them first. So, and had the best. So anyway, like I said, my people would act accordingly. They dealt with problems accordingly, and people accordingly, and so whatever, you know. Anyway, I don't really know. Some of my people were even keeping things from me because they didn't want it to reflect badly on me or Lucifer Star. Anyway, like I said, my people had the utmost respect for me, and utmost respect for who Lucifer Star was. My British people especially. So, like I say, I love my Brianish people. I love my Irish people. I love a lot of my groups. I love gypsies. They were really awesome, amazing people that knew about selling things and how to sell things and how to trade things. Like I said, at one point in time, the gypsies were handling all my trades. They were doing trades for me, because they knew I didn't know how to trade or I didn't have any good traders. So they were getting the best deals for Lucifer Star because they worked for Lucifer Star Line for my company, and so they were getting really good trades and they were doing things and they were helping people, and like I said, a huge, huge group is what I was. I had many children, many people, you know. Anyway, real leaders, real people. And like I said, I valued and loved every single one of them. I valued and loved the Irish. I valued and loved the British. I valued and loved my gypsies, and even my German scientists. They were part of my team. I had 5,000 or 15,000 draftsmen and draftswomen in Germany or in Berlin. So unless my people got out of there, like I said, when they started bombing Germany, I was like, I have five. Like, where are my people? Did my people get out? I was just worried about my people. Like you couldn't bomb a city without actually killing a fair amount of my people. So, like I said, they're all mixed in with people. So, but my people tried to remember who was who and what was what, and stuff like that. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't really know what was going on exactly. Like I said, we're such a huge chain of command. But whatever. Yeah, so now I'm just kind of directly telling the populace. It's like, I'm really up here, but anyway, yeah. So a lot of people knew who I was or where I was, had deduced it or had known about it. Like I said, all the secret documents and everything else. I'm a star. It's like, I don't really care, if someone walks up and shoots me in the head. It's like, whatever, I was a monumental, amazing, wonderful person, and protected and saved a lot of thousands of people. I'm technically retired now. I'm supposed to be on vacation, so anyway, it sucked. But whatever. Technically I'm the basis for royalty, as all these other men were trying to win my women away from me. Or just going, why should he have a woman? It's like, because I'm the creator? Yeah, whatever. It's like, whatever. Oh well.